When you've got multiple people going into business together, it's important to understand the different drivers of success for each of those business owners. So I use a tool which I call the 5 drivers of success. Now in this tool, we get the different business owners in the room together and we get them to rank from 1 to 5 what the most important drivers are for them at that particular point in time. Now, word of warning here, what is driving somebody at a point in time may change over time. For example, at startup phase, someone might find something more important than 5 years down the track. Now, the 5 drivers for success are income. I'm just chasing more dollars in the bank on a recurring basis. Equity, that's more of a longer term sort of focus. Maybe I want to build a capital asset that maybe generates some passive income in the future. Control, often considered somewhat of a dirty word in business, but don't think of control as a negative thing. It's about autonomy of decision making. And to be honest, it's probably the #1 reason why people go out on their own and start their own business. They want to do things their way. Passion, that's like I've got a burning desire to fulfill this need, to deliver this service or to do it in a particular way. And then finally, choice, which is a bit like balance. I just don't like the word balance when we talk about it with business owners, but I'm going to choose to sacrifice my Saturdays, for example, to get this business up and running. So the people in the room, we then get to rank them from 1 to 5. So this person here said control was most important for them. They wanted to do things their way. Number 2 was passion. They've always had a desire to do this. Number 3, they're taking a long-term view, looking to build that capital asset. Number 4, income's not as important as it is right now. That may change down the track. And choice, they're willing to sacrifice a few of their weekends to get this up and running. The second person that's going to be the proposed business owner here as well, they've got a very different view. And they actually just want more money. They just want more money in the bank on a recurring basis. So income was their number 1. They are passionate about it still. Number 3 was choice. They've got younger kids. Maybe they value the idea of being able to go to the cricket on the Saturdays with the kids and those types of things. Equity was down the track and control was not important to them at all. What we would then do is then use this to create a conversation, have a discussion about how we are going to work together, and it doesn't have to align. In fact, you probably don't want it to align. You don't want all your business owners to have exactly the same drivers. So in this situation, we look at that and we go, okay, well, we pretty clearly can see who should be the managing director in this business and who should be more of a worker within the business. This person here obviously wants to have more autonomy about decision. They're both aligned on passion, that's really good. But then you might look at the top one and you might go, that could be a problem. One of us is chasing shorter term income and the other is not. They're more focused on the longer term income. And that is not a problem unless the owners cannot agree on how to deal with that. So use this tool to assess whether you should be in business or maybe assess whether you should continue to be in business together and use it to frame the strategies that you put in place going forward.